That means anything that you want to be in life, you can be that. We all kings. The show still is all about inspiring, motivating, galvanizing, bringing us all together, and just trying to take this to another level. We know that we all got it in us. That's our calling. You are queens, ladies, and we are kings. And so that's what we call for. And then hopefully we can step into our calling, and then everybody can start pushing each other's, and we can get there. Come on this journey with us, y'all. Hey, here we go again, y'all. Self-Made King Podcast. Y'all already know who we are. And today, we got some special guests in the house. I'm going to be introducing them in a minute. But first of all, I want to give out a couple shout-outs. We've been getting love all the way down south, man. We getting love in Florida, Red in Florida, Shine, Madison, Florida. We got Quinasha and Bobby Jean, Alabama, and Mitch in Tennessee. And then we work our way all the way back up here in the 419 area. We got Q, shout out to y'all over there. Warren, man, get well, man, get that championship and bring it back. And we may do a pop-up over there with y'all. But we getting a lot of love around here, too. You know what I'm saying? Lima, we know we love y'all. And so, because they near and dear to our heart. Okay, so we going to just get on, like, every now and then I forget to introduce myself. So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm the dream over here, man. So guess what? We got some special people in the house. I want to give a couple shout outs to the people that's already over there. Hey, what you say, Bobby over there? How you doing, man? That's a self-made queen over there. You know I got my other self-made queen right here sitting next to me. And we got Big Lou in the house, man. So we just going to roll on with the show. But the show today is about somebody that's been doing a lot of things around Lima. And it's kind of, it get noticed by some people, but every now and then, we need our own, to say things, how we do, and the good things that we do. And man, we don't never stop to really just, give ourselves a break and just give our own self a pat on the back. So I'm just kind of going around just plucking these diamonds out of the rough around Lima, and I'm giving y'all the pat on the back, man, because you're doing something good. So guess what? This guy here, man, he is called Fresh and Faded Leandre Johnson. Huh? What's going on with my bro, man?
Nothing, man. Just working, man.
Okay, just working. How you feel today?
Can't never complain. Every day is a good day.
Okay. You in the sports though, right? You know what I'm saying? You like who your basketball team, man?
You know something? I don't watch sports.
You don't?
I don't watch TV. I watch the news. That's about it while I'm at work. Other than that, I'm always trying to think of something better to do. Or, I like to drink.
Yeah. That's cool. And think. Wow. Okay.
That's my chamber.
That's pretty
Lord
cool.
have mercy.
That's pretty cool. But you know what though, man? You the type of cat. I want everybody to know, man, how, because we gonna dig into this, man. I mean, I want people to know, man, because this show going out to the world, man. It's not just around here in Lima. I mean, it's going out there, and I want people to know more about us, man. We in an area right here that's like a hotbed of talent, all types of things. We done had almost six Mr. Basketballs come from here, pro players. If the president come here, 2 or 3 times, we know we kind of popular up in this area. So we got talent up in here, but it don't never hardly go no further than Lima. The things that you doing, I know it get out there, but I want it to go out further, bro. I mean, actually, I think the world's supposed to know what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a lot of big things around here. And so with that being said, I want to start kind of like from your child. Tell me something about your child. I mean, what shaped Dre? You know what I'm saying? Some of the things that you went through, man, just kind of, to get you to where you at right now, to start it.
My grandfather and my grandmother, they started it all. Definitely my grandfather. He was an entrepreneur. He was a garbage man. He worked for Teledyne, Ohio Steel.
Okay. I remember Teledyne.
Yeah, and he owned Scoops.
Okay.
Before it was Scoops, it was the Thunder Riders. And then
you talking about right on 4th Street? Yeah. Okay.
Black Panthers.
Yeah, talk, man. Yeah.
So he was an entrepreneur, and I just used to watch him. I used to love getting up on Wednesday mornings, when school was out and going the garbage route with him. Getting a little bit of money.
Okay.
He passed away when I was 10. And my grandmother, Yeah, she was.
Uh-huh.
She taught me to do right. I chose to do wrong. She was there. I got beatings. I got whoopings.
Yeah, whoa, they go confirmation. We were just
Whoa.
talk about them type of whoopings.
I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't allowed out the fence. I think she didn't let me go. I live 1 block from the Bradfield Center, and I can tell you, I never went swimming at the Bradfield Center.
Wow. Wow.
Uh, I think the first time I went to the Bradfield Center, I probably had to be in about 7th or 8th grade.
Uh-huh.
I had to be home in about 2 hours or whatever. But anyway, but then
Yeah,
from there,
yeah.
just watching my grandfather being an entrepreneur, um, that's where it all started. Of course, you know, I went to prison
Uh-huh.
2 times.
Okay.
But the first time, I got my barber license. The second time, I didn't waste any time. I just studied business. I
Yeah,
studied
okay.
everything. I self-reflected on myself, like how I felt, how I got back here again, like, you know, everything.
Yeah.
And I'm about to come out better.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
That's just like a short version of how
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Because I know about them. I know about the lonely nights. You gotta try to decide what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gonna get up and go work in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna do something with myself. If this bad happened to me, that's how I was. I was like, okay, this bad thing done happened. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna take it. I'm finna flip it and make it too good. You know, when I went in, I didn't even have my GED, so it was a full thing for me to go. And I know your struggle, and I know where you came from. But you know, I want to hit on this whooping. But and something you said about you had to be back. Well, you only can go out for a couple hours.
Oh, yeah.
So grandma was real protective of you. She, you know what I'm saying? Remember I was just telling you about that love, how my mom was with the 7 kids, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that means something, bro, because a lot of times I think back to that, a couple of times I was trying to get away. Oh, it wasn't gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? So them times when they holding you back, they know, they already pretty much know. And see, you can finally figure that out, you know what I'm saying? So them times that you were sitting back, you know what I'm saying? But okay, so you come on out, man. And so you went to Lima Senior, right?
Correct.
Yep. So from there, when you once I looked up and I finally met you, I met you through Coach B. Hey, Bill, Coach, shout out to Coach B and Coach Q over there. And you was like always, man, like this little humble dude, man. And I mean, when you come up, when you have that same smile, you know what I'm saying, and you will speak, you know how some, people, so I always look for that because I always been the older G round,
Yes,
being with all of them, everybody, all y'all, you know what I'm saying? So, sometimes I have somebody come up a little puffy, you know what I'm saying? You got to be puffy around OG, you know what I'm saying? Give me mine's what I always gave it up when I was coming through. I ain't try to be like, if I was around somebody older, up in give it up. So when I see that in y'all, you know what I'm saying, I respect that. I mean, I say nothing, but I be looking, you know what I'm saying? So I watch you come through, and like I said, when I met you, and then that thing happened, you know what I'm saying, and you end up going to prison and stuff. I was like, oh man, because I know a good dude, you know what I'm saying, had went, and I'm like, oh, but just to think how you just turned it around and then flipped it, and then all of a sudden you here. So what made so did you have it in your mind that you was just finna, I'm gonna be this barber when I get out? I just want to open my own business, or I'm just gonna cut hair just to make money, and that's gonna be it.
The second time, yes, because I was embarrassed to have went back to prison. The
Right.
second
Okay.
time.
Yeah. You got to work on you.
To have slipped back into it. It was like, it was a mere accident how I got back into selling drugs the second time. It was a drought. My ego.
Yeah.
Client sitting in the chair, I'm hearing me talking about whatever was going on. He's like, man, it's a drought, man. Da, da, da. He couldn't find nothing. He said, Dre, he's like, come on, man. He said, man, it was never a drought when you was here.
Right.
He's like, come on, man, make a call, da. I asked him about numbers.
Yeah.
What this going for? What that's
Yeah.
going for. My head get to going. So blah blah blah. Boom. From there,
Wrong move.
made a phone call, and I just didn't stop until I got caught.
I like you being able to tell that story because there's somebody else out there that's doing the same thing, finna make the same mistake. You know what I'm saying? They don't know Dre. They don't know Dre's story. I admire that about you. But from there, man, you decide to you was out on Kibby for the longest, right there. I mean, what make you just say it? I mean, did the opportunity come to where you could have went uptown, or you just had felt like you had outgrown yourself, and so let me take it to another level?
The opportunity came. My business partner, he's a doctor, Dr. S.M.K. He used to come into the shop, but he liked the way that I ran the shop.
Okay.
No cussing, because when in our neighborhood, you're gonna get cussing, you're gonna get
Yep.
shooting, guys.
Yep.
It's gonna smell like weed. Somebody coming out the back.
Yep.
It's all type of things going on inside of the shop. But inside of my shop, even on Kibby Street,
We're going
no
for it.
cussing policy. But this is what caught his eye when he came in one day. I was cutting hair, and the mom came in and said, Leandre, my son he ain't getting right there at his school. So I quit cutting hair. I said, excuse me, sir. And I went to the corner because we got a little study table in the corner where I make the kids go do their homework.
Okay.
I talked with him, and his mama said, just leave him, Mama, got him. And he had seen me do that a couple times. I used to hire the kids, and he seen it, and he's just like, hey man, I want to do an after school program, but I don't think that I'm not from this community.
Okay.
And I see that you have a lot of respect and love for the community. He said, let's hook up. I was like, all right, I hadn't heard it before.
Yeah, for sure.
So he calls me. He says, hey, get your credit report together, and look for some buildings, and we'll go. Oh, yeah, all right.
Okay.
Heard it all before. I didn't look for no buildings. I just woke up one Sunday morning. He called me and said, hey, Leon, you been looking for buildings? I'm like, yeah. I never told him this story, but
Right.
But
It's out now.
Yeah.
but I didn't deliberately go looking for buildings, but going to and from work, going downtown, I had seen buildings that had the sign on them.
Yeah.
And we went by a couple places, where we had where I had seen, and then he just, we talked some more, and then it went from there. But the key thing also is when he said get your credit report together. I have worked and got my credit right.
Okay.
To some people, credit means it's a personality.
Yes.
Your credit is a personality.
Okay.
To me, from what I've learned in business, it's a personality.
Okay.
If you know about it, and that began it right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I got downtown. Through him. We found the building. He said, hey, you need this amount, I got this amount, and we just...
Wow. Yeah. But think about that, though. See, now, listen what he said, y'all, credit. And it's a lot of people going around right now doing credit and things like that. Man, if you get a chance, go get that together because that matters. That really matters. I ain't never been a real credit guy. I'm always thinking
I was just like that.
Yeah.
Going to prison the second time, I learned about business. Everything was about business. But it just was me, Jody Peddoway from the East Side Posse.
Yes, sir.
We were locked up together, and every day, he didn't let me talk about rap music. He didn't let me watch TV. It was like, no, we're going to get on this track, and we're going to...
Yeah.
Every day was a New York Stock Exchange paper, something on business, whatever.
Okay.
It was just, he put it in.
That's real.
He made
that's
sure
real.
And that's how partly of him. So
Right.
I got to where I am too, just the business part.
Yeah. But you know what, though? Think about it, though. You was already putting in that work, though. You was already putting in that work. You was already getting yourself sharp for what was about to come. You know what I'm saying? And then you go up in your shop. So now you downtown Lima. Big downtown Lima. But, I mean, when I look at your shop, bro, I mean, I had a partner. He had a strip mall. And next thing you know, he had a barbershop, and he moved from the barbershop, and he had a car wash next to it, and then they doing hair and stuff in one of the places. So, he had like 3 different buildings,
That's Baby D
boom, boom, boom.
house.
But when I go in there, and I always remember how he had his shop, and it was just like that. And I'll go in there, bro, it's big time in there. You know what I'm saying? I see you putting in the work. So you doing TikTok now, huh?
I tried.
Okay.
Look, man, I'm a computer, social media literate. I just know how to do a little bit.
Right.
Just enough to get by.
So you sound like me. Lou got me. I ain't really social like that. I had to be because of the show, And so if you start hearing me hollering out like and subscribe, that he got me like that, But I have to be like that, but because that goes along with the territory,
Correct.
But so it's all good. So, but you doing health assessment in there. Man, you just taking. I mean, that's a part of the community. That's man, that's a big thing, man. When you decide to step up and do things like that, man, that's big, bro. And that ain't nothing just little, for us to just overlook and oh yeah, Dre's supposed to do that because he down there. No, you take it on some big roles, bro, and it's showing. You know what I'm saying? With the health assessment. I mean, where did that part come from? You just decided to just start trying to do more.
Yeah, I mean, all my thing is I want to do as much as I can for the community. Because my thing is, when I was out in the streets, I took so much from my community.
Yep, talk. That's why I feel like I'm
it's
here.
Like it's whatever I'm going to do it. So it just started with something little, and then more people reaching out to me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got a platform, you got a voice. Okay, well, we need you to do this.
Yeah.
I'm part of so many agencies. I don't
Yeah, man, they say they come knocking at the door, bro, and they say you just open arms to just, I mean, whatever. I mean, Pastor was just telling me about this. This queen over here was just telling me, man, that I mean, it's just like you just so and I could see that. I mean, you got a big heart, And one thing about that, bro, and I always learned that along the way, you know what I'm saying? Give, I don't mind giving. But but I know what it takes, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just gonna keep on driving through, you know what I'm saying, until it happen. But anyway, I mean, you doing all sorts of things. I mean, you giving away clothes and things like that. I want to do that. How do? Because we was talking about, man, we wanted to give away some hats and shirts when winter time came around, when it first hit here, and I was trying to still figure out. So a lot of people would say, man, just go do it. But and there's a little art to it, some way you got to do it.
Well, I mean, for those that say just go do it, yeah, you can just go do it. But then, you also have sponsors. You have people that sometimes we do hat and coat drives.
Okay.
Other times you can go to other businesses or corporations, and they have to do. I call it a spend down, but I don't know if that's the correct term. But they're going to donate. They're going to give you a certain amount of money as long as you have. As long as it's written out correctly or whatever, they're going to give it to you. They have to. I won't say they have to, but they'd rather donate it than to pay taxes on it.
Right.
But when you just like I said, just you could do your own little hat and coat drive, and then have your giveaway at a certain day.
Okay.
Once you get started, man, so many people are just going to start coming towards you with their ideas. And,
Right.
Hey, I want to help you. Hey,
Right.
You just give them their shout out and their props too. Some people don't even want the props. They're just happy to help.
And see, that's how I want to be. If you ever do it again, and Lord will, and I'm up here, let me know, man, because we want to try to just give something and just try to we want to do something, just keep on doing, just try to help the community because we right here, man. This is where we was born at, and it's like we got to try to come together, man. There's a lot of stuff going on with this pandemic and things like that, and then it's like I think that's the part that's kind of waking us up because most things that's bad, it's some good coming up out of it. You know what I'm saying? And we just can't take it all just like it's just everything bad. It's some good things coming up out of it. I want to keep on giving you accolades, bro, because you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And so usually that's what the show is all about. When I bring somebody on the show, it's about their celebration. It's nothing about trying to dig into your past, whatever. We gonna, matter of fact, I'm throwing the paperwork out today. You know what I'm saying? We just go chop it up. That's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I do want you to know that, man, because like I said, it's being noticed. Lou, he know it. We sit up here and a lot of times we go through little things before we bring people on the show. You know what I'm saying? And when these young men get a chance to see things and they, be impressed, you know what I'm saying? They act like they so hard to impress. But he really impressed about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted me to get you on the show. And I had already told him from jump that I wanted you because I had, you know what, when the show first started, I had 3 people in mind. I had Courtney, I had this one right
I was
here.
going to say, watch yourself.
And I had yourself. You. I did. And it just like Steve all of a sudden came up with your name. I mean, my bad, Bobby. But you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you about her. Now I'm just looking. My sister, she crazy about it too. You know Denise. So I'm looking one day. Denise, dude, I got something to show you. So she comes show me. Pastor just showing out. She on a rap on a video, and I'm like, who is that? And she was like, this the pastor. This Claytonia. And I was like, man, I love it because I'm already doing the music. Love the music, And it just always I wanted you. So I said, if I ever do the show and get this up and running, I got to have her.
You should have got me when I had more energy.
No. And with you, I always knew you had to shop. I knew you had to move downtown. Testing going on. You got the bar. You got I had to say the bar. And you got dancing. I mean, you say you renting out to whatever they want to do, and you just got this big heart that Lima don't know about. Well, maybe they do. Some do, but not everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, it just may only be so many people out in the world right now that may not know, but today they gonna know, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, man, look there down in Lima, man. We got somebody that's, actually, you got to shop like a city shop. You know what I'm saying? So when they able to look at Lima and they able to see that, man, hopefully this will draw people from Dayton, draw people from Columbus, Toledo. Come on down here and see this man, right here. I'm telling you, man, he's sharp. Man, you know what? I want to ask you this, too, because I don't want to get away without doing this. We gonna talk about the hair part. So, man, how can I get a chance to start? I can't grow my beard right. it come in patches, but I can't get it going right.
You know what? They make this stuff called minoxidil. It's gonna grow your hair.
I mean, I'm gonna be looking like a caveman.
It's gonna grow it.
It's gonna grow it. Seriously.
Put it exactly where you want it to grow.
Uh-huh.
You can get it from Walmart, Walgreens, wherever. It's called minoxidil. Put it where you want it to grow. It's gonna.
Man, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? So we getting gems from this man and everything. This called, and it'll make your hair grow.
I did it.
Man, I'm gonna try it, man, cause I want to grow a beard.
Kenyon, he didn't have no. His beard was patchy.
Okay.
Wouldn't grow all in.
Uh-huh.
You got a full beard.
Wow.
Is that
that's
just
crazy.
for beards?
I mean, it does hair too. That's what it
Oh,
was.
yeah?
Sister Sharon, we going to Walmart.
But you know what though, bro? I'm glad to have you on the show. You know, we got every now and then we got to step away and pay a little bills. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna do that for a minute. We gonna take a little short 5-minute break. Y'all already know who we are. It's S.M.K podcast right down here in Lima, Ohio, right off I-75, man, up north in the coast. Y'all come see us. S.M.K podcast live. We out. Hey, here we go again. Right back with y'all from break. This S.M.K podcast. That means self-made kings. You know what? Before we take off right here, I'm gonna tell y'all what S.M.K means. S is for self, M is for made, and K is for kings. And guess what self-made king is all about? It's all about inspiring, motivating, galvanizing, just trying to bring us all together, man, and just trying to get everybody up out of their little comfort zone and just trying to get them to go for go for it, man. I mean, tomorrow not promised to us. It's a lot of things going on, man, and it's time for everybody to just start getting up, helping each other, and just start pushing. We all just start being a community that's, it's a village. You know what I'm saying? Teachers a village, and we just want to start just trying to get everybody inspired. And then whatever you doing, man, I don't care if you want to be a good husband, just do it. Just do it, man, because now is the time to do it, okay? So self-made kings, that's what that all about. So we right back here, and we got Leandre Johnson right here, and we fresh and faded. But I want to tell a couple stories right here about this one right here. Back in the day, when I first came up here, Robert Poole was cutting hair then. Old man Robert Poole. And I had this big old fro, man. I mean, it was nappy. I comb it, but when I get over his place, he'll bring out this regular comb, the comb afro. The picks went in just yet, and then I did, yes it was, but I wouldn't pick it like it was supposed to. So he be over there crying, man, this old nappy, you know what I'm saying? He be cutting your hair. Next thing you know, all he do is just give you a crew cut and get on by. You know what I'm saying? And man, I used to be so mad, man. He'd cut my hair off, and then next thing you know, I get up, and then as soon as I get up, I slap the hat on. Yo, boy, if you put that hat back on your head again, is that a pet peeve for you?
Nah, for me, it doesn't bother me anymore.
Okay, easy anymore.
In the beginning, when I was really trying to show off my work, I was feeling some type of way. But then after, I guess,
It's kind of natural, it's kind of habit. People do it,
But after being seasoned, I mean, it was just like, he gonna put the hat on if he go out. So just let it go. I think it was just, for me, it was just something that just in the beginning.
Yeah.
'Cause I wanted to show off my art.
Right. Yeah, I want you to walk around with that for a minute. All right, you know what, man? We gonna step over here to the pastor for a minute. Tell me something. Now you tell me how you know Dre. He told me how he knew you. Now you tell me how you first found out about Dre.
Well, you say we grew up together. I'm just a tad bit older than he is.
Okay, just a
tad
tad,
bit.
just a tad.
We attended Lima Senior at the same time.
Right. So what? You was in the 12th and he was in the 10th.
11.
Okay. You was a senior and he was a
Listen,
junior.
you gonna let me have my senior moment.
Go on.
Like he said, grew up. His kids are my cousins. Yes,
Oh, yeah?
his is my cousins.
Okay.
Lima, it's small. We gonna bump
Yeah.
into each other some kind of way.
Sure.
And I did, when I got older and got into ministry, I did go to his barbershop and asked him if I could have service over there.
Okay.
And he wasn't able to at that time. But I liked the way that he told me he wasn't able.
Okay.
I wanted a reason to be mad.
Right.
I wanted a reason to say, oh, he didn't got uptown and
Yeah.
acted brand new.
Yeah,
I wanted to go through all that, jump on the bandwagon. We don't like Leandre. Actually, he wasn't cutting my hair. He had a barber there that was cutting my hair, but I always wanted to be in his chair.
Yeah, okay.
You always want to be in the man
Yeah, I want a man chair. That's right.
You
I
want to
wanna
be
get
in
the-
the
yeah,
man's chair.
yeah, talk.
So I ended up going to another barber, great guy, but I made my way back to Fresh and Faded.
Okay.
And I love the professionalism
Right.
in there. I love the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I love church. I love to get in a place of peace. So when I would go to a
Yes.
barbershop, mind you, I grew up in a barbershop. My dad was a barber.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I have a haircut by him before.
You know, so I know how barbershops go, but I would go in there and sit in this chair. It was so therapeutic to me.
Yes.
And I'm the pastor.
Yeah,
And everybody
yeah.
thinks the pastors have the answer.
Right,
But I
right.
got a bad barber, baby. I got a bad barber
Yeah,
that
yeah.
not only cares about my hair,
Uh-huh.
because I was going through different medications and my hair was breaking off, and then I'm in this guy's chair that
Yeah.
is dreamy to look at,
Yeah, yeah,
but my
yeah.
hair falling out.
Yeah, but you don't want him to. Yeah, right.
Right? And shout out to my cousin. I ain't trying to do nothing. That was back in the
Chill, Cloud. Chill, Cloud. Real is real.
And not only cared about my hair, but he cared about how I was doing.
Yes, that's
You know,
real.
have you ever sat in the barber's chair and he asked you, "Hey, pastor, how's your credit?
Never.
Not good." "Hey, pastor, how's church going?"
Okay.
Or sit down and actually, really, I remember a couple times he'll take the chair and he'll sit in front of me, and I'm like, "Dude, I need a haircut."
Yeah.
But he's his heart is so big, so I want to test him.
Yeah. Is
You
this
know,
real?
so
Is this real?
yeah, is this real? Is this just good talk?
Yeah.
Because we as African American people,
Yes.
we will get to a place where we see someone else progressing, and we will try to say it's because they are trying to not remember where they came from,
Come on.
or they acting brand new,
Yeah.
or they're acting funny. I wanted to see, because now we got a black man,
Yeah.
unheard of.
Yeah.
You have black businesses upstairs, but we talking about stability.
Yeah,
A black
talk-
man,
yeah, for real.
uptown, handling his business in a professional manner.
Yeah.
I'm going in there, and the pastor can't wait to get a haircut because I need to be ministered to.
Right. Wow, you need to be ministered.
So
to.
yeah, and so I'm sitting there and I'm asking him, "Hey, Dre, I got some stuff going on at church." You would have thought I told him I had something for him.
Right.
He spit my chair around. Like, okay. And he was like, "What do you need?"
Yeah.
And I told him, he'd go, "Listen, if you tell him what you need."
Yeah.
Now, I ain't telling everybody to just be blowing him up.
Right.
But you would have thought he was a member of my church and I was his pastor at the time.
Wow.
I wasn't his pastor at the time. I am now. Right, Leandre? But he was mine.
Yes.
He was mine.
Listen to that,
And
man.
and he was like, "What you need?" And he would go up and beyond
Yeah.
to make sure, and you didn't have to say his name. People that donated some things like, "We didn't see our name. We didn't see our name."
Yeah.
I'd go back in again and I'd be like, "Well, I'm having this. What you need?" "Well,
What you need?"
You ain't gonna ask me what happened to your name and lights?"
Wow, I believe that too.
You
That's
know,
crazy.
and he is he is a blessing to the community.
Yes, he is.
He is a blessing to this pastor.
Yeah. Okay.
Beyond the haircut.
Wow.
And I mean, I love him. I love Fresh and Faded. I love that he chooses to come to Savior's Grace Ministries. I make a
Yes.
big deal out of it.
Yeah.
A lot of people might be hyped about doctors and lawyers coming in, but you give me a Leandre and a
Yeah,
Dean.
yeah.
And what did he call you last time, Ricky? And get in there, and it's like, you know what? I'm really feel like I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Because ministry started in the barbershop,
Oh, wow.
and it just
Yes.
connected us.
Yes. Listen to that.
So we're not connected by circumstances. We connected, I believe, by the Spirit of God. Even though he liked to drink,
Yeah.
and I think it's a union made by God, because like we're all here, and it's about blessing the community and being a blessing.
Yes, that's right. Wow.
So that's how I know Dre by the Spirit.
Okay. See, there's something. Now think about that, bro. Now all the time you was cutting her hair, you was ministering to her.
Yeah, I
You know.
never looked at it like that.
Right? No, you ain't looking at it like that because you just like that.
Yeah.
You like that. You know what I'm saying? I told you, bro, you got that soft spirit. And I can only imagine all the other people that you touching like that. It's in you, that's in you. So that shows on.
And when
this
you
next
get people that
person.
come out the shop and say they got a story about Leandre, my first question, my last question will be,
Yeah.
well, what did you do to him?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
it has to be
Exactly.
cause and effect. He
Exactly.
ain't just
Exactly.
popped off.
You can see that.
I'm the pop
Yeah,
off.
yeah, right. Exactly. We gonna keep you up front then. While all this doing this, everything that we do, we gonna make sure you up front.
Do it.
I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like it's just like I said. I done been around you. And I done seen the transformation. I don't see a lot of things that you do, but all the things that you do is showing though. Oh man, like I said, I went down your page. I was trying to do a bio thing, and it just like, man, I was just strolling. I was strolling. You doing this, you doing that, you doing this, you doing that, and you could tell that it's all because you opening up your heart to that. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't closing your mind off to nothing. So I'm loving that, bro. And like I said, when we do that, and the reason why I got you here, it's all about a celebration, man. It's about a celebration for Dre. It's a celebration for Fresh and Faded, where they come from. You know what I'm saying? Where you come from? You from South End?
No, west side. West
West
side.
Side? West
And
Side.
I still love him.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that?
I
But we ain't
still
gonna get in
love
a
him.
fight up in here. We still love each
So
other.
sorry.
Because we know in the end, it all started from a migration. You know, actually everybody was on the South End. Then he finally, moved on the West. At first, I wanted to
Don't
get
try
over
to bridge the gap, bro.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because, when I first came up here, it was kind of like the South End then. Then later on, the West got popular a little bit.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what he's talking about.
But guess what, bro? It's all about what you're doing, though. Like I said, that's what this show about. So, if nobody else get a chance to see this, you know what I'm saying? I just, like I said, we had a good time today. And when people turn in, I hope they get something out of it. Y'all get a chance to see who this guy is over here at Fresh and Faded. He the owner, man. He the one put all that big thing together, that conglomeration. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's booming over there. He got a big heart. Anything that you want, you can go over there and get it for him. I'm gonna be knocking at that door because I just want to come over there and have a drink with you and just sit back and then absorb some of that knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? I never feel like I'm too old, because that's why I think I get along with y'all, because I'm always willing to receive from y'all, and then I'll never be trying to force nothing on y'all. I let y'all be y'all, you know what I'm saying? And then ever since I've been letting y'all be y'all, you always be you. You got that same old smile, you know what I'm saying?
You don't need
You know
no
what I'm
drink.
saying?
You do not need a drink. Since I've been letting y'all be y'all, and y'all being y'all can be y'all.
But guess what? Hey, but guess what? I'm gonna tell you, you can take the man out the country, but you ain't gonna never take the country out
I
of me.
heard that, baby. I heard that.
But guess what, though? We gonna go ahead on and bust this bottle, bro, because it's about all what you do, and it's kind of like my favorite part of the show, and I like this sound too, man, because it just.
Wait a minute.
But I
He
want
gave
this-
me Welch's orange juice.
I had to, because I wasn't gonna have the pastor on here drinking. That's all they would have been waiting on. I made sure I show them non-alcoholic. Okay, okay. And we gonna keep on moving. Drink. This to you, brother. All you doing, okay? And just keep it going, man. Keep going. Okay, but we gonna break away from that for a minute, and then while you get a sip, I'm gonna go ahead on and we gonna just step away from this for a minute. We gonna do something, man, that's kind of like we do on all the shows. And it's kind of like a little test that we take you through right quick. It's nothing real extensive. You just kind of pick your brain a little bit and kind of see what we got going on. And it goes like this. I'm gonna ask you a word. I'm gonna give you a word, and all I want you to do is just give me a matching. I'm just one word back to that word, okay? Whatever comes to your mind, bro. Louis, come over here and get you a drink right quick, bro. You good? Okay. Let's roll with this. Fresh and Faded. Okay, let's go. Health.
Wealth.
Unity.
People.
Hair.
Money.
I ain't gonna start. See, you always starting. Mom.
Everything.
Wow. Vaccine.
I'm up in the air. I know that's more than my word, but up in the air.
No, I go with that. Education.
A must.
Giving.
Always.
Life.
It's the world.
Kids.
The future.
Pandemic.
Death. Crazy.
New Year's.
First thing was party.
Well, I guess you just aced my little test I had right quick again. So,
Now you know he
but
coming to church. He a work in progress.
she ain't no
He just gave me the
good.
drink,
Boy,
bro.
you sharp as a tack, though. I'm telling you, man. Look here, man. We done had a nice time, man. I know this cat. I know his people. I know his dad. Man, I know where he come from. And you know what I'm saying? Where he at today, man, it's just like been a full turnaround, man. And I'm just here. I just hope the world get a chance to see Lil Line with what we got in here, man. I mean, we little, man, but we got some we got some big hearts up in here. So, man, I mean, if y'all get a chance, check the show out. Come see Fresh and Faded if you're near up in this area anywhere. Bruh, before we get up out of here, I want you to give your address. I want you to give them information where Fresh and Faded is at. And any upcoming events that you got, I want you to get all your stuff out there now so they'll know. Because somebody out there, they're going to want to know what's going on with you, Cat, man.
My address is 227 South Main Street, Lima, Ohio.
Okay.
Phone number 419-221-FADE. Also, we have a location in Brooklyn, New York, on the corner of Church and Flatbush. We should be opening up another Fresh and Faded in Tampa, Florida in the next 2 years.
Ooh.
Upcoming events, at Savior's Grace, we're going to have a credit, try to help people with their credit, budget, and finances. Also, she's going to be hosting, Fresh and Faded and Savior's Grace is going to be hosting the dance team registration at 1017 Ritchie Street, Savior's Grace Ministries. Other than that, you just got to watch the page, Fresh and Faded, for the upcoming events.
Now, you on all platforms? You on Instagram, too?
Instagram, Google, Snapchat,
Okay.
Facebook.
He everywhere,
I guess
man.
TikTok. I don't know how to work it.
Yeah, you do. I seen the TikTok video.
Grandma.
I seen.
Grandma got him.
I seen the big Tik. Now, Lou trying to get me to do one, man. I'm gonna have to come get some type of cause yours was cold, man. Yo, I gotta get some pointers or something from you, man, so I can get this going right. Cause what made you decide to finally do it though?
You know what's during the pandemic? You talking about which one?
The TikTok, the one where you put your hand up and next day you know you come back, you dressed up. That's the one I want to do. Well, I'm kind of raggedy at first.
Me too.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, my idea was to all the barbers. I had all the barbers do that same TikTok. So
Okay.
then we were going to put it together and make a commercial
Okay.
for when we came back to work, but it didn't happen that way because I lost a couple barbers during the pandemic and things of that nature. So I said I'm not putting that commercial out.
Right.
And giving it out.
Via COVID.
Yeah.
Well, this is what happened. No knock to anybody. They gave each individual a certain amount of money. So then that allowed them to be able to step out on their own. Their growth and their development. That's
Right.
wrong with it. So after that, I was like, no, I'm not putting that commercial out. But that's how I ended up doing that one. It was going to be a commercial.
Okay.
I think it was commercial. No.
I think you should do
That's
it.
pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. What so I didn't know about the you finna open up a business in Tampa too.
Yes, that's our projection in like the next 2-3 years. Like I said, my business partner, he's a
Okay.
doctor,
Uh-huh.
so he's going to open up a practice there.
Okay.
And that's where.
Now you been to Florida yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I know you done had a taste of the bottom. You been to the bottom?
If you don't see him at church on Sundays, he's probably in Florida.
Seriously, you been down to the bottom, all the way to the bottom, Miami?
Yeah. I went to
That's where all my people at in Miami.
9 times last year.
9 times.
Tampa and Miami, back and forth.
You ever been to
I've
Florida?
been outside. It's been real hot.
She ain't no good, man.
No, I haven't. I would love to.
Oh, we got to get past her. We got to get her to Florida, man, and let her feel that. Then you'll know why I talk like I talk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't make me why I don't want to come back.
I have to switch it up, though, you know what I'm saying? Because I have to try to be proper. When I get back up here, I be trying to talk back Ohio. Then I go back down there and I have to switch back down south. And then if I go over New Orleans, I stayed there for a while.
Okay.
I answer myself over there. You done that, boy? Yeah. You didn't do that? No. You know what I'm saying?
Glad you did when I was on the show.
That's how you do, so I have to kind of switch it up, And every now and then I catch somebody, oh, man, you country, man. Yeah, that's me just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But you know what the show is all about, Dre, though. It's not about me. It's all about you, bro. So let's keep on sipping, man, right now. Okay? And now, tell me one thing you say. So y'all do got another shop in New York. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. So you just all over the place, bro.
Man, I gotta say, God bless me.
Wow. Listen to
With
that.
I look at it like I was just being put. I was doing what I needed to do to get in position. Going back to jail the second. Had it not been for prison, I
Right.
wouldn't be who I am today.
Wow.
And
Listen
and
to
I,
that,
and I,
y'all.
and I,
Listen to
and
that.
I, and I because I take a negative and I turn it into a positive.
Sure did. Sure did.
I don't never have a bad day. I mean, because I always say, anybody, how you doing? Can't never complain. 'Cause I
Right.
can't.
Right.
Because inside of there is all those. Ain't nothing.
Yeah,
I'll be able
bro.
to tell you.
Talk. How your family feel about it? They got to be so proud of you, man. I mean, I think about, man. I love Carrington because I had them working down to the shop, man. I was doing when I had my
Yep.
my car
Car
wash.
wash, yeah.
So I was doing the little summer program with them, man. And like I said, I loved them and I love Red. You know what I'm saying? And Lante, they all come up under me, man. It's like just how your family feel about what you doing,
Well,
man.
my family, you know what? My family are more excited than I
Yeah,
am.
yeah, yeah.
I don't see me as successful as everyone else does
Right,
because it's
right,
just
right.
something that I do. But I don't even think some of my kids even recognize yet
Yeah.
what's going on.
Right,
I think it
right.
probably won't hit them till afterwards.
But you know what though? I saw a post while I was going through your thing, and it was written by your son, man. It was beautiful, bro. It was
Definitely,
awesome. It was pretty
definitely
awesome,
there.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Just to hear him talk about you. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to, like I said, that's what the show was about. We want to get that every now and then. But when it comes from your son, you know what I'm saying? That's a little different. It hit home. You know what I'm saying? And he crazy about you, bro. I could see that. I'm just looking at what he wrote right there, and I just felt everything that he said. You know what I'm saying? Because I done had that come from mine before, and so I know where it come from. So you impressing. That's all that matters. That's all. I mean, you don't have to press nobody else. You know what I'm saying? It's that family, man. It's that family because that's where you're trying to leave your legacy at. In the end, that's what you're trying to build, that generational wealth. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and man, you got your mind on, man. You on the right track, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hope that we can just come together some type of way and put something together between me, you, and the pastor, man, and just start just.
Well, you know something? Being that I guess they're trying to say that the COVID is over or it's lessening. We do our back to school program. I mean not the back to school program, our back to school giveaway. They let us
Okay.
block off Main Street,
Okay.
and we all can. Man, we can make that. We can make that
Yeah,
something
let's
special.
do it. That's our pop up time right there, Lou. Because we want to start taking it on to, like I say, today is like our 21st episode. So we want to start doing pop ups. We already promised her we're going to do a pop up. Actually, Lou and her, we finna put together, a documentary, with Pastor. And that might be something that you may think of down the line. You know what I'm saying? Well, wouldn't that be nice? I think you got a story to tell, bro, and that's why I'm here. I'm trying to start it off. I'm trying to tell it because, like I said, tomorrow not promised to nobody. And if I don't, nobody else gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I got so much to give back to Lima because I took too. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I've been up here about, bro. That's what I want to know everybody else to know. That's what I'm up here for. I'm up here working free. You know what I'm saying? But I know that it's a blessing down the line. And so I don't mind doing it because it don't hurt me. I ain't got no real bad habits. So, I just, do what I do.
He said
And
real bad. I'm needed here. I am needed here.
you are needed for real.
I didn't say no real bad. I
Because
drink, but that ain't no bad habit.
yeah, because that'll make you spin, you know what I'm saying, and do things that you don't want to do. So, I just get through, man. Me and Lou, we get through, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we looking to be able to bring just something big to the community, you know what I'm saying? Pastor, you said something now on me the last show that you saw my growth and you seen that where you think I can be at, and you end up saying radio and TV, and I was like, wow, listen to what she's saying. But speaking into existence, we're gonna speak it into existence because
Amen.
I believe that if we step out in faith, I believe it can happen. You know what I'm saying? You stepped out in faith, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're here today celebrating because you stepped out. And like I want everybody in Lima to know, I want the world to know, man, that we right here, we got Dre Day. That's what I call this day. This Dre Day right here, man. So you know what, man? We gonna get ready to get up out of here. But before we get up out of here, I want somebody to go ahead on and sing me this song. And man, bless us, with this one right
Well,
here.
can I say this first
Yeah, you sure
before
can.
we're not going to be in the house on Sunday
Okay.
because I'm honoring my uncle, Pastor C.M. Manley.
Yeah, rest up,
Yeah,
man.
so we're shutting the church down.
Okay,
We're shutting the church
okay.
down. I believe in giving respect where respect is due,
Yes, that's real.
and also, but on that following Sunday, we gonna have church.
Okay,
We
okay.
gonna have church. Dre ain't gonna be in Miami. You gonna be right there.
We gonna be there.
What you call him?
Yeah, you better check
He
those
called you
dates.
something else. Steve gonna
So
be there, and
my
Bobby,
calendar.
Sister Sharon.
Steve. She say Steve and Bobby.
Both of them gonna be there, and we're gonna come in there. We gonna have a good time in the Lord. I want everybody to start looking at Savior's Grace Ministries. Will be having a page coming up pretty soon.
Okay.
Just real quick, we're dealing with the phoenix,
Okay.
and the phoenix is a bird, long-lived, regenerating bird that when it dies, it regenerates, and it goes up to its glory,
Okay.
and that's where Savior's Grace is, and myself is. We are being reborn.
Yes.
So
Yes.
instead of Pastor Clay, you'll see Pastor Claytonia.
Okay,
Instead of
okay.
old Savior's Grace, the new Savior's Grace Ministries.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this song right here is just a little short song, but I would like to dedicate it to my uncle, Pastor C.M. Manley, and it's called "Just Another Day That the Lord Has Kept Me." Just another day that the Lord has kept me. Just another day that the Lord has kept me. He has kept me from all evil. Got my mind stayed on Jesus. Just another day that the Lord sure has kept me.
Man, Lord have mercy. See there, right there, man. I told you, all she got to do is show up, and the showing out just comes right along, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, if you don't quit, but that right there, that was for Reverend Manley. We give a special shout out to him tonight as we get ready to close the show. And we want to tell Rev to rest up. He been a staple around here in Lima, man, for years and years and years. Lived a long, happy, beautiful life. You know what I'm saying? And that just come out of her heart right there. She wanted to do that for him. And man, I'm so glad that you done it because I knew Rev, and it's gonna be a big thing too this Sunday, y'all.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
New Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church on Main Street. You go down Main Street, you're going to see the cars everywhere.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, and you know what, though, man? We going to keep on kicking it. We going to have her. We going to have Dre again. We all going to get together, man. We going to keep this going right here. And then we going to live out what you predicted. You know what I'm saying? We going to go ahead on. We going to keep on pushing through. And then we going to hope that this goes out into a bigger level and everything grows up here. And, man, next thing you know, I got my dude right here. We chopping it up. And so, with that being said.
Can I say something real
Yes,
quick?
uh-huh.
I had to interrupt you. I apologize.
No, you good.
But where God is taking us, understand what I'm saying? Where He is taking us, we have to get prepared mentally, physically, and spiritually
Okay.
for the comeback. Meaning building our neighborhoods up.
Yes, uh-huh.
South side, west side, east
Yeah,
side.
that's real.
And God is going to use us to do just that.
Okay. Okay. I accept that. You accept that, Drew?
Like so.
Ooh-wee. I know he accept because he's just as humble and meek as he want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's why he get where he go. That's why I'm trying to be as humble and meek as I want to so we can get where we need to be at. because we all about the community. We all about Lima. We all about this area. And y'all pay attention, man, because we got a movement going on, and just join on in with us. You know what I want to tell y'all once again, y'all know what Self-Made Kings is. Y'all know who we are. It's been a great show. We had Fresh and Faded on here. We had the Pastor Claytonia. Is there anything else you want to let us know before you get up out of here?
Let's keep moving forward.
Let's keep moving forward. Dre, is there any other thing that you want to let them know to the world, before we get up out of here?
No, not really, except you got to give to receive.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's our name. That's our main word right there tonight.
Yeah, give to receive. Stop being stingy.
Why?
Block your blessings by trying to hold on. Some people miss their blessings because they're trying to cut, hold.
Yes, yeah,
back.
talk.
Man, give it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know the verse in the Bible, but when the birds wake up, they don't worry about where they're going to eat.
No.
You
Ooh,
better
you just
preach.
said that.
You
But you
better
know what,
preach.
bro? Oh, man, that's my favorite word, bro. I tell them, people ask me, how you doing this morning? I tell them I'm all right because I woke up. Birds take off, you know what I'm saying? He feed them.
You ain't gotta worry
so
about
wherever I
nothing.
go from here,
Ain't worried.
you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be fed.
Same thing with our gas.
Yeah.
What we got going on? Everybody complaining about the gas.
Man.
I'm still going to pull up to the pump.
And give them $20. So give me $20 worth or give me $40 worth. I ain't over there trying to look and see how much gas I'm getting. Yes, sir. It ain't ran out of gas yet. I used to run out all the time when I was young. There it is, man. Y'all got a chance to meet him, man. Y'all got a chance to be up front with him. He took his time out of the day. He had the shop open today, but he took his time out. He closed up early. He came on down here. He was running a little late. Pastor was over there getting a little, jumpy.
He had to do his beard. He had to do
She
his
said he had
beard.
to do his beard, but that's what it's all about. He a barber. That's what it's all about. And he gonna show me how to grow my beard, man. Maybe here in a couple of months, y'all gonna see me with a beard.
I wanna
I'm gonna
come
be
back
over there
for that
looking like
show.
Steve over there. Hey, we love y'all. It's S.M.K podcast. We had a nice time today. Me and Dre, we gonna finish up this bottle off camera. Hey, man, we love y'all, man. We'll see y'all once again, man, next time. Remember, go back, like, and subscribe. We on YouTube, man. Y'all come see us as we come see y'all. Lima, we love y'all. Go get that championship, Q. We out. Self-made king. That means anything that you want to be in life, you can be that. We all kings. With this one, right?
Well, can I say this first
Yeah, you
before
sure can.
we're not going to be in the house on Sunday
Okay.
because I'm honoring my uncle, Pastor C of Manley.
Yeah, rest up.
Yeah. So we're shutting the church down. We're shutting the church down. I believe in giving respect where respect is due. And right here is just a little short song, but I would like to dedicate it to my uncle, Pastor C of Manley. It's called "Just Another Day That the Lord Has Kept Me." Just another day that the Lord has kept me. Just another day that the Lord has kept me. He has kept me from all evil. Got my mind stayed on Jesus. Just another day that the Lord sure has kept me.
Man, Lord have mercy. See there right there, man. I told you, all she got to do is show up, and the showing out just comes right along, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, if you don't quit. But that right there, that was for Reverend Manley. We give a special shout out to him tonight as we get ready to close the show. And we want to tell Rev to rest up. He been a staple around here in Lima, man, for years and years and years. Lived a long, happy, beautiful life. You know what I'm saying? And that just come out of her heart right there. She wanted to do that for him. And man, I'm so glad that you done it because I knew Rev, and it's gonna be a big thing too this Sunday, y'all.
2 o'clock.
Yeah. where you at right now to start again?
My grandfather and my grandmother, they started it all. Definitely my grandfather. He was an entrepreneur. He was a garbage man. He worked for Teledyne, Ohio Steel.
Okay, I remember Teledyne.
Yeah, and he owned Scoops.
Okay.
Before it was Scoops, it was the Thunder Riders. And then
Oh, you talking about right on 4th Street? Yeah, okay.
Black Panthers.
Yeah, talk, man. Yeah.
So he was an entrepreneur, and I just used to watch him. I used to love getting up on Wednesday mornings, when school was out and going the garbage route with him. Getting
Okay.
a little bit of money.
Okay.
He passed away when I was 10. And my grandmother, yeah, she was. She taught me to do right. I chose to do wrong. She was there. I got beatings. I got all that.
Yeah. Self-made kings. That means anything that you want to be in life, you can be that. We all kings. Hey, what a great show we had tonight. Leandre Johnson, Fresh and Faded. Go up there and get your hair cut. Go see this man, extraordinary guy. Okay, so now do us a favor. Go back, like, and subscribe. Go back, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that push button notification. Therefore, you'll get a notice the next time a new episode come out. This is Self-Made Kings. We want to tell you we love you. Go back, like, and subscribe. We are on YouTube. We're out.